Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you for your patience. Excuse my, I don't want to say absence. I have been in a deep shift, in a deep move. Welcome to my new space. Welcome to my new sacred space. It is 10:10 today. So we are bringing forward some messages that are going to help us truly step into that space of not just abundance. I've been working with Hecka magic today. I've been working with that magic, that light within you. And this brings me to a space of your core light, your core essence. Hello, baby. And how to bring that forward to create that which you truly desire. Watch out, dogs. Come on. When we are in a space of co-creation, when we are surrendered to the light within us, not surrendered, when we are dancing with that divinity within us, we have an opportunity to create things, right? Part of being in the fifth dimension is creating that which you truly desire, co-creating with the universe, co-creating with the universe within yourself and outside yourself. So the big message today is, how can you tune into that space of co-creation? How can you turn into that space of unlimited, untapped possibility? It's your core of light. It's not just your chakras. Yes, that's a big part of it, but within you is that stardust. Within you is that holy scepter of light. Now, we have a lot of planets shifting. We just came through the full moon. We're getting closer to this Libra new moon. And it's this really beautiful time to be creating, to be changing your world, to be dreaming big, to be calling in those dreams, to dance with the possibilities within yourself, right? To dance with the possibilities within your existence. To dance with the possibilities of not just you are or you deserve, but you can have, you can receive. And with this energy, it's a big energy of can you receive, right? Can you receive the blessings that are already yours? We are God's spark, right? We are God's spark. We are the light of God, and it is within us. It is working through us. It is living through us. It is outpouring its divinity from us, from you. And when we channel this energy, when we tap into Hecka magic, when we tap into that God light within you, all things are possible. So today we're tuning into this beautiful light of creation. I don't know why this seems so crooked. I don't know if it's like the space where I'm in or still getting set. We just moved into a really beautiful place, and it's this space of creation. I still wake up every rising. It's only been a few days, right? But it's like, wow, right? We live here. And I'm still working out the kinks within my own energy and within this human construct of time, of money, of wealth, and how to unweave those old threads to tune into that space of creation. When we are in 5D, you're creating with thought, right? And this rising, I was connected to the Lemurians. They've been really strong within me since we've moved, since I've really stepped on these new ley lines of my moon energy and my intuition and my magic. The Lemurians have been really, really showing me this outpouring through you, and not just your solar plexus, not just your heart space, but this God spark that is living in you, this stardust, this soul spark, this breath, this essence of the divine within you. And they've been really showing me how to not alchemize, not just alchemize, but to truly bring this into the body, to shift those codes of despair and scarcity and loss and all the things, but to shift those lower, denser frequencies with this divinity, right? With this stardust. And it's not just like, how do you explain what stardust feels like? I'm like, oh my God. It's like joy and bubbles and having $10,000 in your hand at the same time. It's like, swimming in a sea of stars. How do you express that feeling? It's very divine. It's very beautiful. It brings me to psilocybin and how your skin and your senses shift and open, and how you really feel things differently. You can feel the water, you can feel the air, you can feel your skin just oozing with divinity. It's very, very beautiful. So on this 10/10 beautiful day, I offer this energy to you in grace, in love, for a reminder of no matter where you are exactly where you need to be, but also a reminder that you are the creator of your world, right? If you don't like something that you're seeing, see it as being whole, seeing it as being better, seeing it as being what you truly want. When we can, it's like I got Joe Dispenza in my energy right now. When we truly tap into that quantum energy of this is what I want, this is what I'm creating, not want, this is what I'm creating. When you see that and see that and see that and feel it in the nervous system, it is a key to creating it. Now, when we get to the space of creation, it's really important to remember that our earthly chakras, this is what I teach in a lot of the shamanic breakthrough classes and the coaching classes that I work through, that I share and teach in my practice. The root chakra is where all those things stop or grow. It's like planting our own seeds through our own chakra system. If our root chakra, if our sacral chakra, if our solar plexus is not online with the manifestation, with the co-creation that you're creating, it's not going to plant its way into the earth. When we are creating with the universe, when we are creating with that which we truly desire, it has to go through your body, it has to go through your nervous system, it has to go through your chakras, and it has to go into the earth. If we are not doing root magic, if we're not working through the ancestral wounds, the earthly wounds that we have held in this lifetime through our roots, through our sacral, through our earthly chakras, then we're bypassing our truest ability to create. We're pretty much just dreaming, literally. If we're not clearing the roots and working with your roots and lower chakras, then you're just dreaming. You're only doing half the work. And for a lot of beautiful people that come to me to work with me, like I keep doing the shadow work, nothing's working, right? I keep doing all the work and my clients aren't pouring in. I keep doing all the work and I still feel like I'm in scarcity, right? I'm doing all the shadow work, but nothing's really changing. This is the key. It's the roots. It's the chakras. And it's how we hold on to energy within ourselves. Not saying that that's the end all be all, but our roots are the key to co-creating with Mother Earth. Nothing comes into form without going through the roots. The roots is our form. And not just our earthly roots, our nervous system is our roots, right? There's a reason why it's all the chakras are the color of the rainbow, and why the earth tones is the brown and the red, right? The red can be a really scary color, especially for those who have had trauma, PTSD, relationship abuse, any type of sexual abuse. Like, it's red, right? And when you see red, a lot of times you get triggered. Your nervous system gets triggered. This is a key that there's work to do in the root chakra, right? If you're overly emotional, or you find yourself people pleasing, or not stepping out to be seen or be heard, right? This is in the sacral chakra. If you find yourself hiding or playing small, that is in the sacral chakra. If you find yourself struggling to make money, or struggling to be stable in money, or struggling to feel stable in life, this is in the root chakra, right? If you find yourself not making solid choices, or really being wishy-washy within yourself, solar plexus. If you're feeling yourself struggling with addictions or fears, solar plexus, right? If you find yourself feeling super, super small, super tired, super lethargic, solar plexus, right? A lot of beautiful practitioners work with the chakra system, but many are missing the keys. It's keys to creation. And Brother Yeshua, thank you, Brother Yeshua, right? This is the keys to creation. It's working with these chakras, and not just Om. Yes, there is blessings in sound healing. There's blessings in clearing the chakras, but do you really know what you're doing when you're clearing them? Do you really know what you're doing when you're working through all the chakras and all of your through the whole system, right? Do you really know the feeling, the smell, the look, the taste? I've been doing chakra work for many, 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 many years. And there is still moments that come up where I'm like, that smells weird. That tastes weird. Where did that thought come from? Sometimes it's a relationship from the past. Sometimes it's fear with my children. I have that a lot. I'm one of those mothers that worry a lot, right? That's sacral chakra. And those things are bound up in that chakra. Our chakras are always flowing energy. It is never beginning, or let's see, it has no beginning and it has no end. Therefore, your thoughts, your environment fill these chakras all the time. Your fears, right? Thoughts can be fucking shitty, or they can be really powerful. But when you have those negative thoughts, it's coming from a doubt or a fear in a chakra. If you don't work with that doubt or you don't work with that chakra, you're bypassing your ability to create, and you're also bypassing your ability to clear and cleanse the chakras. They're the key. They're the key to creation. They're the key to healing and peace and manifestation and so many things. Blessings with the chakras. All right, how else would you like to proceed? I didn't know it was going to be a teaching session. I was so fucking passionate about the chakras and how we can truly change our lives with our energy. The universe is within us, and everything outside of us is a reflection of that. And that is one of the most beautiful teachings. For a long time, I didn't fully understand it because what do you mean, right? I'm getting triggered, or these people are betraying me, or these few people are hurting me, or like I see a lot of loss, lack, grief, people passing away. Like all those things are pieces of you that are shifting and changing and needing to be seen and accepted. Acceptance is the true key to love. We're accepting our shadows. We're accepting our experiences, our thoughts. I just had a really beautiful Akashic meditation the other day, and I was a mass murderer, and I hurt families, and it was very sad, right? Acceptance of that. I have no control over my past lives. I have no control over any of those things. Those are just memories in my energy. And if we do not accept them, we're pushing them away, and then we're pushing on our shadow, right? There's no such thing as perfect. There's no such thing as this Catholicism of righteousness, right? Because we all have the light and the dark within us. If we're only operating in the light, then we're doing ourselves a disservice and literally pushing out those key pieces of ourselves. That's why acceptance is love. Now Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are in a really beautiful place right now, so we're going to do a little bit of tarot. Beefy, you're such a beautiful soul. Beefy is a beautiful soul. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is my beautiful boy. Watch out now, buddy. Thank you. Okay, I see one more. I see that one. Okay. Interesting. So the first thing I see within this space is Saturn. I hear Saturn. Ouch. I don't know why that hurts so bad right there. Ouch. Okay, and they're pointing me towards this first. I'm looking at the 5 of Wands and the 2 of Wands, which is interesting because Beefy back. Nope, dog out. I'm in a space. Dog out. Back. She is literally looking at this. I see a lot of Saturn energy in this. She is looking at this 5 of Wands. Why are you putting the 5 of Wands in front of you? It brings me to this space of, if you're looking behind you, you're recreating that energy. Which rightfully so. If we're grieving something from our past, if we truly let go of something, If we shifted jobs, relationships, let go of people that were friendships, relationships, sexual partners, say we move to a new location, there's a grieving process, right? Which is beautiful. But through this energy, it's really important to remember that that doesn't have to be who you are. To remind yourself that you are this flame, and how you perceive your struggle is how it recreates itself, right? Our soul is always here to learn lessons, right? We're here to evolve. That's the main key to why we're here. We're here to evolve. This is Earth School. Our soul is here to receive and release. We're releasing the karmic patterns, doubts, fears, things from our past lives, right? We're learning these lessons so we can ascend. The path to ascension, to the flame, right? Are you seeing this as a path to ascension, or are you seeing this as a struggle? Very interesting. I really like that. There's also a new space of, I travel very, very clearly. There's a new space of travel that is asking to come through you. I hear prophecy. Something's trying to birth through you. Very interesting. She also has a very boho pants. She's got boho pants, which are super, super cute. But there's this space of co-creating through limitation. If you showing me that game when I was a kid, they have the ball on top of all these crazy sticks, and you have to pull out certain sticks to get the ball to go down to the bottom, right? Are you pulling out the sticks, or are you putting things in your way? Really looking at your thought patterns, your energy patterns. Are you putting things in the way, or are you removing them? Right? Allow yourself to see this as a gift. Really making sure you're going through the process of elimination. If we are just ignoring our thoughts and allowing them to go crazy, then we are recreating that toxic, fearful, doubtful energy. So reminding yourself that you are the work, right? If you're in a space of doubt or fear or lack or loss or grief, it's really important to be working with your energy first before you can outpour into other things. You are the key. I hear you are the key to your desire. I'm going to put this behind it, and we're going to pull another card to see where Saturn wants us to be directing our energy. We're pulling from a different deck. Page of Swords. Really using your thoughts as a tool to direct the energy in a new way. Again, you are the creator of this universe. What do you see for yourself? I work with a lot of clients who are in the space of spirit isn't directing me of where to go, right? And I too was in this space once. The universe guides you, yes, but you are the creator of your universe. So if you're constantly waiting for somebody to tell you what to do, you're not channeling your own highest good. Your dreams come through you. God put something on your heart for a reason. That is the seed to follow. That is the arrow to follow. So it's like, see how he's pulling it out of his back, out of the sheath, pulling it out from his heart to aim for something new, right? It's on your heart. What is on your heart to create? God isn't always going to whisper to you, you need to take a left. You need to take a right. That's not how it works. It's in your heart. It's in your heart, right? Am I talking about that? One of my biggest dreams is to bring families and teens together to find peace and healing through animals, through earth, through gardening, through organic gardening and permaculture. And that has been on my heart. For the longest time, I was like, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? And it wasn't until I decided what I wanted, I decided what I felt. It wasn't until then that things started to move, right? Where you put your energy, that's where energy flows. So really being mindful of what you're thinking about and what is on your heart to create. Saturn is giving you the bow and your heart has the arrow. What is on your heart to create? I really like that. Thank you, Great Spirit. Okay, now I'm looking at Jupiter energy, and there's this space of a seclusion, and there's also this space of creation. Um, and it's showing me your daily habits and patterns. What are your daily habits and patterns? And it's showing me Joe Dispenza again in his quantum meditations. You're weaving. We're always weaving. Our mind is a powerful computer. Our nervous system is how we upload and download information. Given a lot of beautiful keys right here. We upload and download with the earth. If you want to know more, please feel free to reach out and communicate with me. I have some beautiful classes that are, just amazing. So Jupiter is really showing us the space of how you're creating your webs, how you're weaving your magic, I love that. What seeds are you planting? What are your thoughts or your dreams, right? Are you planting joy? Are you planting doubt? And it brings me back to the space of thoughts, right? With Saturn energy. It brings me back to the space of what are you weaving and how are you doing it? When we are in a space of lack or loss, again, back to that you are the key, then that is what you're creating. Jupiter wants us to create with this space of ease and flow and with this space of joy. Like, honey, you are the key. If you're in a space of joy, knowing that all things are working through you, all things are working for you. Even if it's destruction and chaos, and I know this is really hard for a lot of us because we get into the space of Catholicism, of did I deserve that? Did I do something wrong? No, honey. That is an energy within you that you are shifting through. That is a people-pleasing childhood wound, and that is also a not a conspiracy, what's the word? Condition. That's a condition that our human has been integrated into, right? We're releasing that through our healing process. You didn't do anything wrong. We lose people, we go through traumatic experiences because it's shifting and working through us, right? And that's a really difficult subject to work through because there are some really shitty things that happen to us, right? Sometimes there's really shitty things that happen to us. And if you're going through a really shitty thing, I'm sending you so much love. Because it fucking sucks. And there's nothing that you did to deserve that. It's something that's clearing through you. I'm going to leave that there. Okay, there's also a space of really ceremonially calling in your favor. Interesting, I hear your favor. And there's also this space of freedom with this wild horses. And I hear that song, Wild Horses. There's also 4 wands here. It's the Knight of Wands, which is how you're creating with the universe. Through joy, through laughter. Like, what are you calling in? To call that in, you're living in that frequency, right? Continuously working through those doubts, beliefs, and mind systems to bring yourself into that space of I'm creating joy and happiness, right? It's also the 4 wands. There's something stabilizing for you. And Jupiter is showing where you can be reborn through this. Also, where there's some sort of judgment call that you're making to release old aspects of yourself. Can you clarify? Ooh. All right, Jupiter, what you got? What you got? I hear what you got, baby. I got it. What you need, you know I want it. Okay. There's a really big point of exhaustion right here. If you're in a space of exhaustion, I'm like, that's okay, right? But it's this bow is really standing out, and he's shooting an arrow with a stringless bow. So there's a piece that may be missing for you. This feels like a very specific message for somebody. This bow is very, very beautiful. It's very beautiful. It's full of gems and art and wood burning and feathers. Like you've put a lot of time into creating your bow. The arrow is equally as beautiful. But if the string is not connected to the bow, you are unable to shoot the arrow. What do you mean by that, Great Spirit? They do not want me to push into that much further. Very interesting. Also, this top hat really stands out. So there could be, they want me to leave it at that. I also see a bobber. And the water, in the beginning when I was gifting those beautiful messages, the water, the stars, the star systems. I also see if you're guided to go on some sort of psilocybin or ayahuasca journey, there's something that you're going to see in the cosmos of creation. It's also going to bring you to the space of joy, right? A lot of times our mind blocks us out from this because we're in this space of disbelief and old patterns, and I hear Catholicism. I don't know why that keeps coming through. But if you're guided to go through some sort of meditation or journey, I implore you to do so. Also, all of these seeds, interesting, all the shells look like mushrooms. I also hear you're about to be put up high, right? You're about to be put up high. The God's chosen ones will be lifted up, will be used as a beacon, will be set upon a high rock to be used as an example. So there's a space where the chosen ones are going to be lifted up to be used as an example, allowing yourself to be put upon that higher space, that higher, it's dew point. Interesting, I hear dew point. And allowing yourself to be risen up to be used as an example. Not used, to be held on high. I hear held on high. To be shifted as the example of God's grace. Very beautiful. Also, the rainbows here are showing me that those that are working with the chakra system, congratulations. There's something about the crown chakra that is about to come into orbit. I hear orbit. I also see the Lumerian energy. I see Hathor and the Pleiades, the Seven Sisters energy. There's no cups in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 shells. Shells are bringing me to this space of peace. In my first home, or actually my first couple apartments, it brings me to this new space, right? 27 when I said that. I always had blue in my bathroom and shells. For me, shells were peaceful because I could hear the ocean, right? So there's something really big with this Jupiterian energy of peace. What brings you peace? Staying in the motion of peace. And remember, with the Saturn energy, we put the struggles behind you, right? We put the struggles behind you so you can see this peace. Okay, so reminding yourself to stay in this energy of peace. If you're going on a ayahuasca journey or a psilocybin journey or some sort of spiritual journey, you hold the key, and it's like this kid, it looks like he's holding a rock. Put down the fucking rock. The rock could be, it's showing me a symbol of the ego, which is interesting. It's interesting how our ego and our mind hold on to those old stories of struggle. You can't shoot a bow that doesn't have a string. Yeah, this huge indication of allowing yourself to go with the flow, because there's something really big that you're about to let go of, so you can feel this energy of peace. She's kind of holding on to a rock too. Interesting. Hers kind of looks like a wallet. There's also somebody that you're going to meet really, really soon. She's looking at this fellow right here, and these two beings don't have the same energy. You're going to meet somebody very soon, whether it be a work partner or a potential union, or I hear a tribal member. If you meet somebody within this next cycle, I hear 10 months and I hear 10 weeks. It's showing me 10. When you meet somebody in this next 10 cycle, say yes, right? Meet the new person. Go out of your way to say, hey, do you want to have coffee, right? If you see somebody that is like really into your frequency, say something. Because if they drive away, you may never see them again. Okay. Do you want that card? There's the Hierophant. There's a universal communication that is really strong right now. Ooh, that looks like some struggle. You're about to be gifted something. Allow yourself to be surprised. It could be an energy frequency. It could be downloads. It could be upgrades. Look, and he has a bow, and there's a string on the bow, which is interesting because the last one was the Four of Swords. There's a rebirth that you're going to go through. Especially there's two versions of him, right? And with this upgrade, right? Are you letting go of the rock? You're letting go of the bow, stringless bow. You're letting go of that old version of yourself to be reborn with the power to shoot your bow. Interesting. Something really big during Sagittarius season is going to be coming through for you. Some sort of big gift. I see 1111. I also see Officius, which is the 13th sign. Yeah. And then we have the Knight of Cups right here. All of them are chess pieces except for his shell. And again, it brings me back to this space of peace. Like you've congratulations, bro. There's you're not even playing with the same pieces. Everybody else is using chess pieces and you have shells. And there is a checkmate situation here where you have successfully uncovered something beautiful. It's also his rings really stand out. So he's really this really space of beauty and luxury and like not like egotistical wealth, but like a flow of fucking yes, like yes, I look beautiful, or like yes, I don't know what that is. That's really, really beautiful though. The frequency is nice. So there's a checkmate situation where you have defeated the enemy, and it's showing me video games where you have to beat the big guy, right? And it's showing me what am I looking at here? Bobo. I can't say his name. I haven't played that video game in a long time, but you have to beat the big guy, right? So there's a space where you're beating the big guy, which is your mind, right? So there's something within you, your ego, your mind, doubts, fears. Remember I said this kid's holding a rock. Is it an inner child block that you've had for a long time, right? Perhaps it's poverty. Perhaps it's abuse. Perhaps it's worthiness. I don't know what it is, but it's something that you are defeating. You're letting go of this big fucking rock so you can receive something beautiful from the universe. And it's a checkmate situation. Congratulations. You've been playing chess with the universe and you've won. I hear allow yourself to receive. It's beautiful. I love you guys. I am open for personal coaching and support. I have some beautiful offerings. Feel free to reach out if you're seeking assistance. Love you.